There is a lot of controversy around this topic, and a lot of people always bitch at me. I'm talking every single lobby I've ever joined, I bring this up because people, well, it's kind of funny to see what people say. And I'm telling you, Jungler Jinx is actually a very strong combination if you know how to play her correctly. Now, I want to clarify something. I am ranked right now in Bronze 2, so I am not a pro player, but I do know what I'm talking about some when I'm talking about Jungler Jinx. Jungler Jinx is a very interesting combination, and just to show you what my rune combination is, you'll see the page right now. So, by looking at my rune page right now, you can all tell I have shitty rune, but Jungler Jinx is still a viable option, and if you can come up with a better rune page and masteries, then use it. It's even better if you can do it, because here's the problem with, unlike every jungle, Jinx will start off very bad. She always starts off bad. You're going to be risking death almost every time, especially if you don't have any armor. But for the most part, I want to show you guys some of the tactics that I use, and that is really what this video is going to be, because people are constantly debating and telling me that I'm wrong and I'm wrong and I'm wrong, and so far out of these 2 matches I've done, I've gotten the kills, even though I've been counter jungled, I've been counter ganked, I've been pushed, I've been everything, and I keep getting the kills, because there's a combination here that makes sense that people don't see. Now, I mean, the only bad side, like I said with the start, is that you can go smiteless on your red, and that's going to help you with a quick golem clear, because golems, unless you know how to actually avoid hits, that's going to keep you alive. If you can take them and you can only get 2 hit or 3 hit off the golem, and then you can move on to your ghost cam, it'll help you. And like I said with your rune builds, if you have better armor, it'll keep you alive. But the difference is that normally if you're shitty like me, you want to start off smiteless on red and then smite on your golem so you can quickly move through the camps. And this is where the real tricky part comes in. This is where everything comes into play. Everything's questioned. Everybody's going to say, well, this doesn't work, dude. This doesn't work. You'll notice I'm running barrier, but you can also run flash or ignite if you have the appropriate skill and your setup. Here's where the real trick comes in. You're going to want to start off on this golem. You're going to want to start hitting him as fast as you can with your machine gun, because as soon as you start racking up, you're going to be burning him. This is where everything comes into play. Like I said, you don't see me moving around a lot, and it's partially because, 1, I'm not that great at moving around to avoid hits, and 2, I'm risking death every single second there. But as you see the combination, it works. It's very possible. Don't doubt it. So if you have any suggestions or tips, or you want to yell at me, or you want to call me a bronze noob, I don't care. Write a comment below. I'm going to screen through some other gameplay with a little bit of music in the background so you can listen. Now, the last thing I want to cover real quick before I actually wrap up everything is ganking. Because you're going to notice with Jinx, unlike every jungler or whatever your build might be, she's very slow. That's the worst part about her, the thing I still hate to this day about her. She moves really slow, but the thing about it is guys, when you're going to go gank those lanes, you need to plan out every single step of that gank. That is the biggest and most important tip that I can give you, because basically, as you're going to see with the way I build, I don't actually put a lot of points towards my chompers, because literally when I'm ganking, those chompers are the only thing that's going to make my gank compensate for my loss of speed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep, let's just use a top lane example, I'm going to keep him kind of pushing on our tower, the enemy being him, and when he gets past the halfway point, I'm going to run in, he's going to start walking backwards. My chompers are going to block him up, because most likely he's not going to flash over my chompers. From that moment, whoever my top lane is, he can also come in at that moment, because the chompers will last a long time. That is nothing but helpful. And then while he's in that chomper stun, you also hit him with zap, and he's slowed down, and then you just start firing at him with your machine gun, and then you finish off with a rocket blast. If you need to ult, that'll help you, but it's not really necessary. Now, the great thing about that as well is that after you kill him, the passive procs. Now, this is a very rare instance, but if the passive procs, you want to make sure you're moving backwards, and if the jungler, their jungler, is coming to get you, you want to take the opportunity to move as far away as possible and keep firing at them with your machine gun already revved up. That's the bonus you get with your passive, that while you have just killed him, your machine gun's still going, and you can have the chance to recuperate and keep firing. But guys, these are the only 2 things I can tell you. Jungler Jinx is a very good combination. Don't sit there and say no. She actually is very powerful. She has high potential, and I'm so sick of people saying no. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed. Try it out for yourself. Maybe try it out in a couple normal games. But for me, I went right into ranked with this. So I was confident enough that this was going to work, that I was willing to sacrifice my LP for this. I mean, I didn't have a lot to sacrifice. I had so little LP, and I was just like, you know what, I'm going to do it, I'm going to ball up, and I'm going to just fucking confident go in there and tell people, Jungle Jinx, good combo. And what happened? The first match I did, I literally started off at 6-0, and then the second match, I started off 0-2, but I came back with a 5-2. So that was a bonus that I'd never seen coming, because literally I was scared because Jin Zhao was counter jungling me, and he was taking my red and blue buffs, so I was already down by the count. but I was able to come back up because our team knows how to actually utilize my gank technique and actually work together. So try it out, guys. I do hope you enjoyed, and you know, please share it around. Tell people it's a good strategy.